Enjoying a delicious. I'm not sponsored by barbells, but barbells are the most delicious protein bars right now. Can't get enough. Second, and after barbells is built bars. Tastes amazing. You see this thing of the new drum machine. The new drum machine from Polyend. Look at that. That is a beautiful drum machine. I showed this to my friends at work and they say, "What is that? It looks like an Apple product." Mm. Let me tell you something. All these other companies are stuck on workflow, and analog is the way to go when it comes to drums. When it comes to drums, analog. All the way, you want to get the best sounding sound out there. With the other machines, you have to go and buy a really expensive audio interface, no matter what you do. Um, because an interface to go into another interface, which is the craziest thing, is that you need to buy an interface so you can go into that interface to go into another interface. So both interfaces have to be high quality interfaces. You can't have just one quality interface and do it that way. Uh, well, you can do it with one, but you will have to buy something to. Sorry about the beep. You have to buy something to power up your outputs from fully digital machines, because those digital machines don't have those digital machines don't have any VCO, like no VCO, VCAs or analog filters or any type of gain stage on the output, like any analog gain stage. So big problem. Now this is expensive right here. This is $2,700. It's up there with the TR 1000, so it's not cheap. But why would this company that has been releasing digital synthesizers and digital workflow machines and uh, like the Polyend Tracker and Polyend Play and all these things, and why would it now after all that time now they decided to go analog? It's because that's where the desire is at right now. Professionals if you want a professional, a person that is making money with music, um, they're not gonna be using smaller version or like very uncapable, not sonically, not sonically broad drum machines. Like there's many examples out there right now. Uh, let's say like the MPC, or let's say other machines that are not fully analog, that they don't have a really hot output and they don't have a good way of making those drums hit or whatnot. How can I say? This is the future right here. Even though we're going back to analog, that's the way to go. You know, I loved MPC for a while, and I had to buy all this extra fucking stuff because I the sound wasn't hitting hard enough. So I went in and bought me a mixer to run the sound through the mixer so I can get more volume and be able to pump out, higher volume into my audio interface. And that's the fact. And then now you got all the companies at the same time, they're bringing out all analog, fully analog, or if it's digital, they're bringing out high output digital samplers. I have the Tonewerk. The Tonewerk puts out plus 20.8 dB, just like an MPC XL and just like all these other analog drum machines or whatever. Uh, the hot take is: are you gonna be stuck on workflow, sacrificing the sound, or are you willing to spend a little bit more and get the sound up front first? I rather pay the 2700 if I knew, because that's the thing, it's a thing about experience. So if I knew like 5 years ago that I would have been better off buying a $2,700 machine one time, I would have done that. But instead of doing that, I went in and bought me something cheaper, thinking it wasn't like necessary at all to have a higher quality built instrument. So now this type of thing, I don't need it because I have the Analog Rhythm Mark II, and it's a beast of a drum machine. It's fully analog, and it also plays samples, and it also plays the samples through the analog circuitry. So that's the best thing out of that. And I believe this one does the same thing, but this one is a little bit less menu divey, and it has more knob per function, and it's beautiful. I tell you, it's a beautiful thing. So I'll see you guys around. I have a surprise later on next week, probably. I am getting a new piece into the studio, and it's gonna bring a lot of extra quality to the whole sound situation. Yeah, bro. What's going on, Aaron Parties? Yeah, I have a little surprise. An extra piece of gear that I ordered is coming next week. Um, no MPC XL. It's a typo because my post, I did a post and it's a typo. I said I wouldn't buy a MPC XL for the workflow. I'd rather buy this instead of an MPC XL. It's pretty much the same price, and you get um, 8 analog voices, and it plays samples too. So I don't know. I think is I think things are gonna change, and a lot of these companies are gonna spend more money, or at least they need to focus on they need to focus more on the sound coming out of these boxes, and people need to realize that there's products out there that they promise you a lot of stuff in them, but in the end, it's not worth it because you will have to, like right now, there's certain people that they ended up designing um aids for things to aid the MPC, and it's like $1,500 a piece, right? So you need, like, they got the B50s from EA Ski, and that guy is right. So he goes and makes this B50s, so you can run through them the MPC, right? Because the MPC doesn't have enough power, so you have to run them through big hardware. But that big hardware, two pieces of that big hardware, is the same amount of money that will cost you to buy something like this, which already has that sound. And that's the thing that people need to realize, that the good sound costs money. So, you know, I have a little surprise next week. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna come in tonight and do a live stream. I think I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it ride for a little bit. Uh, we have all this super boost stuff going on, and it's awesome. There's a lot of new stuff that I'm really liking a lot. They got the GR2 Mini Edition. It's the GR Mega Mini Edition, bro. That shit is hard, and it's gonna be like $400. Oh my god! I think I'm gonna get that GR Mega. I think it's the GR1, but it's the GR2, right? Yeah, all those machines. If you have, let's say, if you have a digital machine, for sure, you're gonna need help. Unless that digital machine has really good converters. For example, the MPC XL has plus 20 dB, plus 20.3 dBu at output. So when you record the MPC XL into your high quality, because it has to be a high quality audio interface that can take that type of heat. When you record it into your high quality uh, audio interface, it gives you the highest quality sound that you can have on a piece of equipment, even though it's digital. Uh, but you cannot do it with an MPC one. MPC one gives you, I think, is plus nine, something like that, very low volumes. So you need to run it through something else so you can get that character out of that box. What's it called? The Tonberg is 20.8 plus 20.8 dB. And I can tell you, because I always end up clipping my converters on my audio interface, because my audio interface can only receive uh, plus 18 dBu at input, right? People need to wake up. Analog is the way to go. The only way to go. It's the best sounding thing you can have. Um, Especially when it comes to recording. When you're recording stuff, even if it's an analog synthesizer or an analog drum machine, and you're using digital effects, it's still good, because the digital effects won't bother that much on the fact that the signal is pure. The hex drums, that's another release from this year, that is another analog drum machine. And why are all these companies coming up with analog drum machines? Roland came out with the TR 1000, purely, not purely analog, is a hybrid, but still, it has analog voicings for the drums, snares. It has 4 channels that you can bring in analog voices. And that's great. Uh, that's up there. And now we got Polyen coming up with this thing right here, an awesome piece of gear. I wish I could buy that. That looks really sexy right there. That's a sexy drum machine. In my book, Electron is on top for me. That's just me. When it comes to analog drum machines, Electron is up there. Um, TR 1000 probably a little bit more, but it doesn't have the same amount of voices of analog voices. So I think still Electron wins because it has a fully eight fully analog voices, but a total of 12 channels, and the extra channels are shared with the same analog, so it's still analog. Okay, so mm, I'm just rambling today, and people don't like when you say the truth, and the truth is there, right? So the only machine that MPC has right now that is worthy of a studio is the MPC XL, and that's there's no doubt about that. Mm. I really love this protein bars. They taste really good. Next thing, I was experimenting yesterday. I didn't go online, but I was experimenting yesterday with the Toneberg's wavetable synthesizer, and I'm doing a bunch of um, I'm doing a whole bunch of patches, but these are patches like I don't want to make a fully done patch. I want to make patches that it has like regular waveforms, and then just have those patches ready for when I'm improvising. I just can pull up, let's say, a dual oscillator saw type of thing, and it make like detune saw type of sound, or I can make quick plucks with it. And I'm also experimenting a lot on the behavior, because this is the problem with these machines is that you need to understand the the way that the FX behave. So you need to understand them. So that way, when you're doing operations on the fly, you know what you're getting yourself into. Um, what else? I'm gonna get myself a rechargeable battery pack, and we're gonna start doing outdoor jam sessions, outdoor in the wilderness, out here in the Florida sun, out in the sun, feeling the breeze and the heat. And we're gonna put these machines to the test outside in nature, getting that heat from the sun and doing some live jams. And I think that's the way I'm gonna go this year, at least during the summer. And I'm gonna order a DJ table that comes with the table and the whole thing, so I can have this setup outside with my phone camera, with an audio interface and all the stuff connected to it. The not no potato sound, just straight up into the audio interface, and I believe it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun, guys. And I'm gonna change a few things in my channel, and hopefully it all goes well. And I have to do it because uh, we have to live. We have to live life. We have to go out there and live this planet. We got to leave our rooms and go out into this world and smell the roses, and take the breeze, take the heat from the sun, and all these things is very important. We're humans. So And other than that, I'm hoping for in the future. I don't know what time or when I'm gonna do this, but I would like to do live performances in public, like do a live set in public somewhere at a park with speakers. I put speakers on and put the host, the whole thing, and do like a small little show or something. That yeah, like an imam. Yeah, yeah. I gotta work on cause I'm pale as hell. Yeah, so yeah, these are the plans that I have right now. I was talking with the Sin Samurai about the plans that I have, and he thinks that it's a great thing to do, and I also think it's a great. Well, I came up with the idea myself that I want to do this. Um, if probably it's not nothing that hasn't been done, but I want to do it because my channel needs. I need to morph my channel into something else. So it will be great for everybody in general. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go. There you go. You got that fat ass machine. That machine right there is sexy, bro. It's sexy, man. Woo, woo. That's $2,700 right there, man. It looks awesome, bro. I don't know, man. Oh my god, what am I?